Alright guys, so it's really unfortunate that I have to do this video, but I have to do it for myself, but also for you who are watching, right? Because if you're watching this video, you could see the headline and you could see that this is about someone who has scammed me, okay? So let's learn a few things from this. First thing I want to say is that this will be fact-based, objective. It's affected me, but I will speak the truth. And I will tell you exactly what brought this about. First thing I will say to you is that I want to show to you a letter that I wrote to Vick Strizeus. This is about Vick Strizeus. You can see his picture on the screen, right? And there is the letter. I threatened to sue him. So this is, I will show you this letter. So here it's on the screen, and I'm going to read it to you, and then I will give you a quick summary of the story, and then I will tell you how I'm going to get my money back, okay? Because this guy is a piece of work, okay? And if you're thinking of doing business with him, I would caution you against it. So let's have a look at this. So I wrote to him, let's have a look at the date, July 21st, 2024. Keep that date in mind, very, very important. Now today is the 5th, have a look, the 5th of August, 2025. So a little over a year, right? I've given him all that time. I have been busy doing other things, but also busy discovering who I'm dealing with here. But let's have a look at what brought me to this place. So I have this letter I wrote to him, and I sent it to his team. They never responded to me, but I know he's received it. I know he has read it. I know his team has received it, and I've been ignored, right? Okay, so it's refusal to pay affiliate commissions. I'm saying here, Mr. Vick Strizeus, that's his name. I'm writing to formally inform you that I will be pursuing legal action against you and your company if I do not get an appropriate response to this letter on or before July 29, 2024. Okay, so you could read the whole thing here. I will not go through it, but I will tell you, and you could pause the screen right now, have a read of it, but I will tell you what brought me to this place. I joined an opportunity he had, and have a look at the numbers we're talking about here. So we're talking about almost $8,000, okay? I invested in this opportunity that Vick was pushing, of which about how much? Well, I didn't even add the commissions here, but they are commissions due to me. These are non-commission. These are expenses I incurred buying his product. Now, let's go to the website. I'm going to show you some numbers. Okay, let's have a look at some numbers here. So in here, let's have a look. 4%. Right. These are all the commissions I've earned. It's about $1,400 thereabout. Okay. So I quickly got into the opportunity. I got some sales, and I got about $1,400 commission. And what has happened, they frustrated me, not paying me, and I have a bunch of emails. What I will be doing, I will be putting up a website. I might name it something like vickstrizeusisathief.com. I will do that for public benefit. And the whole intention here is to be so transparent that people understand exactly what I've been through and they could learn from that. Okay, so I earn commissions plus I incurred expenses. So you saw almost 8,000 plus the commissions. I didn't ask for the commissions in the letter that I wrote. Okay, I only asked for the investment I made in the opportunities, and some of those the things I paid for was things like traffic. You can see here 5K traffic, another ultimate traffic hookup that never happened. So when we say traffic, for those of you who don't know, it is that you're paying for leads to come into your funnel. Okay, and I never got that from him. But let's just backtrack a bit for me to be super clear with you. So in November of 2023, this is 2 Novembers ago, I began, he put on this powerful presentation. I think his system appears good. He have this product called eStage, and the whole premise of eStage is to have multiple offers on one platform, and you could sell those as an affiliate, right? So I went in, I began promoting, I was very active, very excited, and I made several sales, but the promise to pay every week never came, to the point. So this is November, I'm making sales in December, I'm making sales in January, February, to the point in July I'm writing this. Why am I writing this in July? This is like 8 months thereafter since I began, because they refused to pay me, I'm being lied to. I have emails in there, and again, I will post all the emails, everything I'm referring to here. I have emails in here. You could see 61 emails from someone, back and forth with someone called Paul, 27 now with Anthony, etc. Okay, I have all these emails where they are saying they are paying me, the money went to my bank account, or it went to my PayPal account, or they will send me a check and it never came. I reached out to Vick through his people and through other people who he paid, right? And he promised to pay, and he never did. I then issued this letter on July 21st, I think it is, and they said they sent it to him. On the day I wrote to them, they promised that they would send it to him, and the only other response they said to me, should we close your account? Okay? Now, some of the products I bought, all of the products I bought were lifetime products, lifetime. But watch what they also did to me, and this is the lack of integrity that this guy has. In this dashboard here, let's have a look right here. You can see this $75 per sale. I invested in a product that gave me 100% commissions. 100% commission. Lifetime product. But then since I sent this letter, they downgraded me to a $75 per sale. So I'm talking of products that give me $1,000, $497, etc. 100% commissions. But they downgraded me. So not only didn't they pay me, they also downgraded me. So let's summarize what he owes to me. He owes to me about $8,000. Well, the commission's $1,400. But when I wrote to him, I didn't request the commissions. I said, listen, just refund me everything that you owe me. Just about $8,000 thereabout. He didn't respond. And that's July last year. And therefore, I then proceeded to find out a bit more about him. And the things I knew before, I knew he, if you go online, you'd find that there is a video and there's a lot of writings about his fraud. He went to prison. There was a fraud case against him for insurance fraud, etc. And you could see him in court with his wife and his child, or his children at the time. I think he had 2 children at that time. And then, he went through that. But then what I discovered further, and there are many, many stories, and I've spoken to people have reached out to me, is that he's had this habit, right, of stealing from people through his products and his systems, right? Even business partners he have, and he would defraud them. The guy lacks integrity. The guy lacks being committed to agreements that he makes. And here I am right now. I'm a victim of this. Okay, and then in getting to kind of know the person, because I need to know this guy. He seemed to like to go to his lawyers and solve things through his lawyers and have his lawyers fight for him. I think this will turn out to be a big weakness for him, because there are other ways, Vick. I'm going to get you. There are other ways. I promise to you, I will get this money back, and perhaps more. Okay. Well, the thing about it for him, he hasn't experienced real pain yet, and he's about to do so. Well, here is the thing. I looked at this guy, and I'm seeing this is the guy's family here. This is his wife's Instagram account. You can see they have 7 kids here, and I think they have a new baby recently. And I'm thinking here, this is a family, man. You have young kids, young wife, beautiful family, but you're behaving this way. You're behaving callously. You're behaving fraudulent. You haven't given up that bad habit. I was decent with you. I promoted your product. I earned commissions. You refused to pay. You ignored me. I gave you a year. I'm here now, and I still haven't received a response from this guy. Okay? And again, I'm putting up the details. You pause the screen on any of the shots I've showed you. And also, I will put up a website with the different emails so you can see. I want to be very transparent. I don't want this to be propaganda. I don't want this to be, I don't like the guy. I want people to understand you need to be careful with those people online who claim everything is they're super rich and they will take care of you, etc. And they're honest because you trust them, right? This is how we operate. We trust those people. I trusted Vick. I trusted him, right? So you approach them, you get involved in their world with an attitude of trust. But there they are, and they're scamming you. And then what he expects, the way he has treated me with the arrogance that he have, and I've discovered he's an extremely arrogant guy. So, someone close to him even mentioned that he may be very mentally sick because of things he does to people, right? So now I come across this guy, I'm going to lose $8,000. I tell you what, Vic, you depend on lawyers. I have other methods. But I guarantee I'm going to bring pain to your life. This is a guarantee. Okay? Okay? You have done this enough to enough people, and it has to stop. And it stops right here. And lately, what triggered me here to do this video again is 2 people reaching out to me, going through a similar experience with this guy again. We need people online who have integrity, people who care about people, at least care for your family. At least care for your family. If you don't care for yourself, right? But someone investing $8,000 in your program, then coming to the point where you haven't paid them, and it appears that your staff knows how you do things, the way they behave and responded to me when I sent that letter, etc., it was like, okay, another one again. Well, I wouldn't just be one of your victims and one of your statistics. I'm going to fix this, Vic. Okay? It's in my hands now. You put it in my hands, and then you suffer the consequences. That's where we are. Okay? But I will protect any other person who comes into your world, because this is not the way this should have gone. I should have been excited right now, not ripped off by you. You ripped me off. You downgraded my account for lifetime products. You didn't pay commissions. When I wrote to you, you didn't refund me. All I asked for was a refund. Just a refund. That's it. But you went on your merry way. And you take no consideration for the people around you, the people you're supposed to care about, your family particularly. Okay? Good luck, Vic. This time, lawyers will not help you. I think for you, you've really enjoyed doing this to people. And perhaps, you haven't suffered real pain. I am just so sick and tired of people like yourself. So whatever happens next, remember it is your fault.